The excitement in Troy, Alabama is so thick you can cut it with a knife. An expected record crowd started claiming seats at 10 o'clock this morning, anticipating a super regional championship for the Troy Trojans. Now just one win away from their first trip to Omaha. But the Little Rock Trojans took LSU to the brink in last year's national tournament. Always play well when their backs are against the wall. We've got game 2 of the Trojan War. Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Super Regionals presented by Capital One. A win for Troy, and it's off to the College World Series for the first time. Little Rock is going to try to force a game 3 tomorrow. Hi again, everybody. Welcome back to the ballpark here in Troy. I'm Clay Matvick alongside Lance Cormier. It's great to have you with us. Atmosphere here yesterday, absolutely fantastic. We think it's going to be better today.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. 18,000 people in Troy, Alabama.
Yeah.
We had a third of them here. They're saying we might have half. Who knows? I mean, how many can they fit in the stands, though? But it's going to be great.
Jade Boroff has become a household name, not just here in Troy, but all over college baseball, and for good reason. He has homered in 4 straight games, including a couple of grand slams.
Yeah, what a story right here. Jade Boroff came into play on May 15th, hitting 136, 3 home runs. He's at 270, 11 jacks, and 32 RBI, and that has been mostly done in the NCAA tournament. They're calling him Jabe Ruve, the great Jambino. Like, nicknames are coming from everywhere. He's having fun. Right here, look, last 6 games. This 12 for 24 with 6 jacks, 18 RBI. This is against some of the best competition he has faced all year. You're talking Miami's, Florida, in the Super Regional. The guy is just getting it done and having some fun doing it.
Absolutely unconscious. We'll see how Little Rock pitches him today. As for Little Rock, they have played by the creed the last couple of years. All we need is a chip and a chair. They have a chance. They know this thing isn't over. They're 8-1 in elimination games over the last 2 years.
Yeah, you're talking about backs against the wall, and that's exactly right. Nick Bronzini, for me, needs to have a great start. They need to do on the mound and at the plate to be able to get the crowd out of the ball game. Troy got their crowd involved early and often yesterday, and it seemed like Little Rock was a little bit overwhelmed. But I'll look for the Little Rock Trojans to come out ready to play. Coach Curry's going to have his boys locked in and looking for some damage.
Little Rock will be the home team. Troy trying to make program history, or will there be a game 3 here in Troy? We've got the first pitch coming up next. Another great day in Troy, Alabama. Mid-80s, partly sunny. Some light winds are going to be blowing out to left field. It's much more humid.
It's not blowing in here.
than it was yesterday. But nonetheless, a great day for baseball as we're ready here for the first inning. There is Skylar Meade, 5th season here in Troy, 41 years old, former South Carolina and Michigan State pitching coach. He's become a highly talked about coach in this game. As you look at his lineup, Aaron Piasecki will lead it off again. He homered yesterday, as did Josh Pine. Drew Nelson, 3 for 4, couple of runs batted in, and 3 runs scored yesterday. He started that 5-run second inning with an RBI triple yesterday.
How about the hometown kid right there, Drew Nelson? Yeah, that's exactly to me when it all started to change. The crowd got involved when Nelson had that triple, and it was downhill from there for Little Rock.
So here we go. Almost 6,500 fans showed up yesterday. We think that they're going to hit that number, maybe better today. Seats at a premium, certainly parking at a premium. All over Troy as Aaron Piasecki stands in, and we're ready to go. Troy in the maroon tops today. Nick Bronzini gets the start for Little Rock, the left-hander, trying to match up with this heavy left-handed lineup of Troy. Bronzini 2-2 with an ERA of 4.61. He started the regional final against Jacksonville State. It was no decision, but he pitched well.
Yeah, I like how Coach Curry's going with the lefty because it is a lefty-dominant lineup, and he's got all 5 pitches: the cutter, the slider, curveball, changeup. But for me, again, I mentioned it, he's got to start fast. You can't let the crowd get in, and obviously when you start looking at where we're at now, falling behind 3-0, it's an uphill battle if you let this crowd just get raucous like they were yesterday. So he needs to get in that zone.
Aaron Piasecki, no surprise, he has looked at 4 pitches to start this ball game. This is the MO of the Troy lineup. They look at a lot of pitches, and Piasecki, who Coach Skylar Meade calls a nuisance, right at the top of the order, puts it in play. Bouncing ball, backing off Jordy Lopez, and his throw is wide. An error in the field for Little Rock to start the day.
Boy, a little Aaron Piasecki just doing what he does best. Put the ball in play. And Jordy Lopez, as that ball takes that last hop, and the turf is hard. So it's one of those where it's not the same type of turf that you might see. It's an older turf. Coach Skylar Meade said, you know, they're wanting to get a newer one. It's 18 years old, but that last one takes that hop, and his momentum took him into the outfield. And once that happened, no way he was going to throw Piasecki out.
That's going to be scored an infield hit.
Oh, hometown scoring, of course.
For Aaron Piasecki to start the game. And now here's Pine.
Yeah, it's more or less because he just, I mean, again, lost his balance. He didn't bobble the ball. Just once he caught it, his footing got caught up and couldn't throw Piasecki out.
Pine 1 for 5 yesterday, hit his 10th home run of the year. Went back-to-back with Piasecki in the second inning.
Yeah, I love how I said yesterday a lot of the damage was done at the bottom of the lineup. Top of the line really didn't do anything. Then we realized, oh, wait. They did go back-to-back, you know, 2 big home runs, even though they only got their 1 hit. They made it count.
Nick Bronzini, a ball and a strike. He's going to throw over to first. Neither of these teams run a ton. Piasecki has 9 stolen bases on the year. Pine, the transfer from Indiana. 3-year starter for the Hoosiers, has been a great fit in this lineup.
You know, Clay, you just said, you know, they don't run and they don't, right? You have Meyer and Piasecki with anything more than about 6, but what they've started to do is they've delayed steal a lot.
That's
they
right.
did it about 5 times in the Gainesville Regional, twice yesterday, and they'll do it with a left-handed batter in the box.
This is Josh Pine yesterday, right after Piasecki hit a 2-run shot. And the ball was flying yesterday. The air is a little heavier today. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and they did that on back-to-back pitches. It's almost like they were like, hey, what can we do to not let Brandon Westmoreland settle in? And they jumped all over the fastball when he was throwing it.
That pitch is a big miss for Bronzini. He had a 3-ball count against Piasecki to start. Josh Pine, he has more hits than any active player in college baseball. Been playing this game a long time. Runner goes, pitches high, ball 4. Piasecki at second. Josh Pine will take first base. And here comes the big Australian, Blake Cavill, with 2 on and nobody out. And an early appearance from the Little Rock pitching coach, Evan Lee. And we talked to Chris Curry, the Little Rock head coach, down on the field before the game, Lance, and he said, first sign of trouble, we're going to go to that bullpen early.
And it's already gone. I mean, that's what you have to do when it comes to postseason baseball, right? You don't want to get an opportunity for the other team to just take a lead, open up a lead on you. So the moment you see a little sign of trouble, and we see an arm getting loose already, tag Andrews for Little Rock.
The good news for Chris Curry is he does have some weapons down there. Andrews, one of the country's top freshman relievers, has 7 saves on the year, but maybe needed early in this game too. Bronzini trying to get that first out with 2 on now. And Blake Cavill at the plate, 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk. Power hitting first baseman from down under. And there's a strike.
I like that. Good start with the breaking ball. Troy jumped all over Westmoreland's fastballs yesterday, and I mean, just seemed to know exactly what was coming. So nice job of going breaking ball early.
Lefty sets the pitch. Popped up, and it's going to drift out of play.
And what was more impressive, Clay, about yesterday, I mean, obviously a lot was impressive. You know, Jay Boroff, we talked about it, the 2 back-to-back homers. I mean, I think Nelson had 3 hits, but scoring 12 runs. You had Blake Cavill and Jimmy Janicki, the 2 best hitters in the lineup. Most run production went 0 for. So you got a lot to like if you're Troy, thinking, these guys aren't going to go 0 for very often, especially in the same game.
Mentioned Cavill did have a walk. He leads the team in that category with 49. And again, this is a very patient lineup, 1 through 9. Piasecki at second, Pine at first, the 1-2 pitch, and that misses. No, it's a called strike 3. Late call by Kellen Levy, and Cavill looking back at the umpire. Doesn't like it, but he's a strikeout victim for the first out of the first.
Yeah, very delayed call, but the right call. I mean, this was in the zone. Beautiful slider down and away. You see, comes in at that front knee. Nice pitch right there. That's the way to answer back after back-to-back base runners to start the inning.
Kellen Levy behind the plate. A.J. Wendell, Danny Cricks, and Darren Hyman on the bases. This is Janicki now. As Lance mentioned, 0 for 4 yesterday. 343, 19 homers, and 85 runs batted in. He had 12 RBIs in the Gainesville Regional alone.
And in the first 2 games of the Gainesville Regional, I think he maybe had 1. So the last 3 games he went off. So that's how he started the Gainesville Regional very, very slow. And so not obviously out of the ordinary, but again, opportunities right here with men on base. And when you have 85 stakes, usually when guys are on base, you're coming through.
Next RBI will set a program record for a season here at Troy. Jimmy Janicki invited to try out for the collegiate national team this summer. This is a guy that a lot of people around here think has a big league future.
Yeah, no doubt, especially just the athleticism, everything about him, the willingness to obviously work and just want to get better. You see it in the way he approaches his game. And so, yeah, a lot to love with Jimmy Janicki.
Chase that one up and out of the zone. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Nick Bronzini. So the mound visit by pitching coach Evan Lee has paid some dividends.
Yeah, this is what happens when you can get ahead and you get in the driver's seat, right? You allow the guys to use that aggressiveness. He goes up out of the zone, not just up, but out. No way you can get hurt right here. How about back-to-back punch-outs right here by Bronzini?
Center fielder Stephen Meyer now, the senior from Kennewick, Washington. Gets behind in the count, 1 strike. 3 for 4, scored 3 times yesterday. Now 8 for 20 with 4 runs batted in the national tournament. Bronzini trying to work around this traffic in the first. That one sits upstairs. Boy, these Troy baseball fans into every pitch. It's so much fun to be soaking this in these last few days. As Troy is only the 8th 3 seed to host a super regional. His fan base is loving it. Nick Bronzini, 2 years at LSU, spent last year at Washington, appeared in just 1 game for the Huskies. Now, big start, the biggest of his career here in the Super Regionals. And he gets a call on the inside corner. And that's strike 2. 2-2 to Stephen Meyer.
Yeah, boy, he's doing a good job of working the corners. We got fastballs into those lefties, just keeping them honest, not letting them lean out. Boy, he had spotted that breaking ball. Look for him to go right back to the breaking ball down and away.
Full count.
I might go right back to that, Clay. Be the 25th pitch right here this inning. Obviously not what you want to see, but man, your number 1 goal right here is a 0. I might go back to that breaking ball.
It hits him. Went with a fastball, it rides inside, and now the bases are loaded.
Yeah, it goes right back to the heater, 90 miles an hour, and see, it just starts tailing in on him. Doesn't quite get that backside through, finish it off. But boy, what I talked about, trying to keep the crowd out of it. Listen to this Troy crowd start to get up.
'95-year-old Riddle Pace Field. These are the biggest games ever played here. And the hometown kid, Drew Nelson, at the plate. Swings at the first pitch. Popped up down on the third base side, out of play. Long run for Nolan Friend. Runs out of real estate from third base. Drew Nelson, product of Pike Liberal Arts School right here in town. Second year back home. Went to Auburn for a couple of years. Didn't work out. Former Gatorade Player of the Year here in the state back in 2022. Bases full of Troy Trojans. Nelson homered in the regional, drove in 8 runs last weekend. To left. Long run, Simpson won't get there. 2-run score. Bloop double for Drew Nelson. As it looked like Blake Simpson got a late jump on that ball in left field, and Troy takes an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I agree with you, Trey. He gets that late jump, and I thought he was a lot closer. So as a pitcher, I'm going, oh my gosh, how do you not dive for that? But then all of a sudden you start to see where he was, playing deep into the gap into left center, and that ball barely gets inside the line, right inside that dirt. And how about the hometown kid? Double in the first inning. Troy's up 2-0.
And now Sean Darnell comes up. And of course you have Jay Boroff looming in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's base open and everything, but you don't want to put a base on and face Jay Boroff with the bases loaded, man. But that's getting it done when you score first.
And you just saw how well Troy has been playing when taking early leads. And no surprise they hang a crooked number. They had a crooked number in 3 of the 4 innings in which they scored yesterday. Bronzini sits high again. And the count is 2-1 here to Sean Darnell. Senior second baseman 0 for 2, had an RBI sac fly yesterday. Went 4 for 19, drove in 3 last week in the regional. Three and 1.
Hey, I'm taking. I got the takes on. Look, Jay Boroff's got the head nod going. Let me tighten these up. I'm giving the take sign because just knowing what I have on deck.
3-1 pitch. And he was taken all the way. Full count. And the guy in the on-deck circle is hotter than the sun.
This place would go crazy if he gets the chance to come up just with base load. Just a chance to come up.
Payoff from Bronzini. Swung on and missed. And Little Rock will get off the field. They limit the damage to 2. And now Little Rock coming up for the first time here in Game 2 in Troy. Little Rock Trojans need a win today or the best season in program history will come to an end. It's the exact same lineup we saw yesterday. Jordy Lopez in the leadoff spot. Cade Smith in game 1 went 3 for 4, a couple of singles, also had an extra base hit.
You also got Simpson and Cano in that lineup. They can do some damage, especially Cano down there. Team leading 12 home runs, but they got to go against Tommy Egan for Troy, the senior from Chicago. How about that? Chicago, Illinois, all the way down to Troy. How about this start going? Opportunity to put your program into Omaha for the first time. 16 starts this year. True 4-pitch mix. I mean, he's going to mix in the slider, curveball, changeup, ability to flush it. Last 5 innings have been not real good. I mean, he had a tough regional against Miami, both outings, and so can you forget about that? It's a new, obviously, weekend, new team, new game. You now got the lead. One thing he does, though, when he's in the zone, he can expand it, and he gets a lot of chases.
He was the opening day starter for Troy. Now he is hoping to be the pitcher who pitches well enough to get this program onto Omaha for the first time in team history. Jordy Lopez ready to stand in for Little Rock. Went 1 for 4 with a double and scored Little Rock's second and last run in the 3rd inning yesterday. Offense wasn't bad early, just nothing in the later innings.
That's right, and it was really, I give a lot of credit to Benjamin Stubbs, the Troy starter. Like, he gave up 1 in the 1st, had a second, and it was okay, but it wasn't like he was cruising in the 3rd. He'd given up another run and only gotten an out, and it was like, okay, Little Rock's going to make a run, but he settled in nicely and just shut it down from then on out. And then obviously once the offense starts to mount a big lead, it's really going to be tough to overcome that.
Lopez, an exciting junior from the Dominican Republic. JUCO transfer from Western Oklahoma. Known for his glove, but has really come on with the bat. A 10-game hitting streak. And make it 11. He's going to dump this one into right field. Houston Markham will field it, get it back in on the infield. Lopez aboard to start the inning for Little Rock.
That's a perfect start. They really need to do the exact same thing that Troy did, right? Put some pressure. It's just continuous pressure from a lineup. Never make an easy inning. I mean, you're playing for the season, right? Backs against the wall.
This is center fielder Cade Smith. redshirt sophomore from Searcy, Arkansas. 3 for 4 yesterday. 3 of the 7 hits for Little Rock. Went 5 for 11 in Hattiesburg last week. Former Razorback. 1 pitch. Sharply hit foul. Chris Curry was telling us before the game, Lance, didn't feel that the environment, loud crowd atmosphere affected his team that much. He thought they handled that well. There were just some other aspects of the game that were a little off, and he felt that they were going to come back strong today.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a good crowd. Right now we got roll call going, like the Yankee Stadium roll call. Love it.
And there's the acknowledgement from Cavill, the first baseman. It was his turn in the roll call.
Left field, center field, right field, first base, back around the diamond.
1-2. Here's Markham in the corner giving it a look again, and it ends up in the bullpen. There's Sean Darnell saying thank you very much.
How many times do you let it go? That's the one thing. It's been usually about 2.
Lopez at first, and the throw over from Tommy Egan. So Little Rock had the leadoff man on 5 times yesterday, but never got him home. Got the leadoff man on here in the first, down 2-0. There goes Lopez, swung on and missed. Throw down to second, not in time.
He's out. He's going to be called out. We got batter interference. Kellen Levy all over it.
Yep, double play. Cade Smith walking right in front of Janicki, and that is a mistake for the Little Rock Trojans that Chris Curry wants an explanation on.
Right. I know he wants the explanation, and he's going to see it if he gets to see the video. Cade Smith comes right in front. You can see right there. You don't have to touch him. You just have to interfere with the throw, and he's right on top the plate. Janicki doesn't have the clear path. Easy call right there for Kellen Levy. I mean, it's so quickly. He points at it.
Boy, that's a big blow to Little Rock emotionally.
Oh, yes.
Now we'll see how they respond. Bases empty with 2 outs and Nolan Friend at the plate, the big third baseman from Kingman, Kansas. A guy that has been a big part of the middle of this Little Rock order all season long, but he was 0 for 4 yesterday.
Jake Boroff just got his roll call from the dugout as the DH.
Big swing and a foul back by Friend.
Yeah, you're talking, you got the leadoff hitter, right? You're feeling good, and then he steals a bag, gets through, and it gets reversed over that. It's tough. I mean, but the toughness has to come out when you're starting to play on the road in a hostile environment, record crowd, so everything's against you. You got to rise above those things.
Friend to Sean Darnell, and Tommy Egan faces the minimum in the first. Troy leading by 2, coming back to the plate here in Troy, Alabama. The NCAA Baseball Super Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? I don't think Jake Boroff is going to need a wallet the rest of his life. I don't think he'll be buying anything in this town for the foreseeable future.
Or what's in his wallet? If he keeps hitting like this, it's going to be a lot of dollar bills, boys. I mean, this dude is, like you said, Clay, he's hot as the sun right now. He's become an unbelievable folk hero. You want to talk about oozing confidence every time he steps to the plate. Dude is seeing beach balls, and somehow teams continue to pitch to this guy. Let's see if it continues.
The pride of Pike Road, Alabama. That's a suburb of Montgomery. As Lance mentioned at the top of the broadcast, was hitting sub 200 coming into the national tournament. Only 12 hits on the year. He has 6 home runs in the NCAA tournament. And Little Rock is facing him with the bases empty. That's a good thing. New pitcher on already, Tag Andrews, a guy who has been at the back of the Little Rock bullpen this year and has done a phenomenal job as a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, the redshirt freshman has done really, really good, man. You're talking 5-2, 7 saves. In last 6 outings, only given up 1 run. So he's one of these guys you want in the game, but obviously not in the second inning already. Stuff's good, up to 94 with the fastball. You know, you're going to see a lot of different mixing of pitches, but I mean, I love the season he's had so far. So, but again, season on the line, maybe you might want to see if Bronzini gets you another one, but with the right-handed hitter, Boroff, maybe that's what Coach Curry was thinking, bringing Andrews in.
Good start for Andrews as he sits down Boroff. And you could see that Boroff is already sharing some information with Houston Markham as he gets ready to hit.
Well, it's just a beautiful fastball. He stays behind it so well, stays right exactly where he wants to throw it. See catcher Trey Hill sitting on the outside part of the plate, and it just goes bottom part of that zone. That's a nice pitch.
Back up the box. Base hit, Houston Markham. Big turnaround first. He'll slam on the brakes. That is the 3rd hit of the Super Regional for Markham. And it's back to the top of the order in Piasecki. Markham, of course, made that great catch in the right field corner last night. That started the game-ending double play. He was on SportsCenter last night, one of the top 10 plays. Just one of the many things that went Troy's way yesterday.
Absolutely. That ball was smoked. 105 off the bat, had a little tail to it. Looked like Jordy Lopez might have a shot.
There goes Markham. Got a great jump, and the ball goes into center field. And he'll take 3rd.
So this has become Troy's MO. They won't run unless you got a left-handed hitter in the box. Aaron Piasecki goes with the fake bunt, distracts the catcher just a little bit. On the errant throw, Markham, after stolen base number 7, takes that extra base, gets the scoring position, less than 2 outs. Infield in early for Little Rock.
Piasecki, an infield single and a run scored in the 1st inning. Transfer from Central Michigan at the plate.
How about those numbers, though, from a leadoff hitter? Clay, 346, 10 home runs, 16 doubles. That's solid numbers.
One of the 23 new players that Skylar Meade brought in. And sometimes you don't always hit it big in the portal, but Skylar has. Pitches upstairs from Andrews. Houston Markham at 3rd. He is Houston Markham the 4th. A lot of people call him Cody. That's his middle name. Great speed. 90 feet away from another Troy run. This is going to spin back out of play over the grandstand. Just over a month ago, Troy was under 500. In fact, 3 games under 500. They've now won 15 of their last 20. Smash to right field. Backing off is Ty Rhodes. On the warning track, he'll make the catch. Markham tags and scores, and it's 3-0. RBI sac fly for Piasecki, more of an RBI line drive for Piasecki.
RBI missile. Yeah, RBI 48. How about that? Again, from the leadoff spot, 48 stakes, but just playing the game the right way. Get them on, get them over with a little stolen base and an error, and get them in less than 2 outs.
Two down for Josh Pine. Walking a run scored his first time around. And this has to be an emotional lift for Troy. You're seeing one of the high leverage arms for Little Rock here in the second inning, and you touch him for one right away.
Already got to run against him. And what you've done is you've continued your consistent approach and just basically not letting up, right? You're allowing the fans to stay in the ball game, which is what Troy wanted to do and Little Rock wanted to take away.
So that run against Andrews unearned. Andrews had allowed 1 earned run in his last 12 1/3. The MVP of the OVC tournament gets a fly ball here, should end the inning. And the shortstop, Jordy Lopez, makes the catch. Pine is retired. Troy is done in the second, but they get another one and lead it 3-0 after 1.5. Third NCAA tournament for the Little Rock Trojans, their second straight as they won the OVC. Remember last year they took LSU to a 7th game in Baton Rouge. This year setting a school record for most victories in a season. They went 3-0 in Hattiesburg. Of course, upset Southern Miss along the way. And now in their first ever Super Regional. Chris Curry telling us, we're not a Cinderella story. We expected to be playing now. And it really all started last year in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, you got a lot of confidence from the guys that were on the team last year. Obviously, being the only team to beat LSU in the postseason. So you're going, hey, well, that's the national champions. And you had them basically on the ropes, winning the ball game in the 5th inning on that if necessary game. So confidence started there, right? Process started building there. Then you start adding a bunch of portal pieces here that fit in super nicely. They didn't miss on a lot of those guys. So some of the teams have missed. Well, Little Rock did miss on their guys that they brought in. And then all they've done is just add on to last year's success, and that's why they're in the Super Regional for their first time.
And here is one of the guys that they brought in, Blake Simpson at the plate. Redshirted at Missouri last year. This is the middle third of the Little Rock lineup. Simpson, Bamba, and Cano. Chopper towards second. Sean Darnell charging. Plays the high hop. Over to Cavill for the out. So Tommy Egan gave up a leadoff hit to Jordy Lopez in the first, but then had a little help with an interference call on a double play. And he has faced 4 hitters so far. So far, so good for Tommy Egan. This is Nico Bomba. 0 for 4 in the game yesterday as the designated hitter again. This guy's a great story. He's 24 years old in his 7th year of college baseball. Spent 3 years in the junior college ranks, which started way back in 2020. A couple of years at Little Rock, then left the program for 1 year to go play Division II ball at Lubbock Christian. And now back at Little Rock, and because of waivers along the way, is still active. The 0-2, and this is down.
That was a good adjustment because he swung on a pitch that was in the left-handed batter's box, and Egan went right back to it and made a better pitch. And so it was a good take on an 0-2 slider down.
The right-hander's pitch upstairs. In the Gainesville Regional, Troy pitching had an ERA of 6.55. Yesterday, they held Little Rock to 2 runs on 7 hits. It was just a really good outing. You talked about the start from Benjamin Stubbs, but the bullpen of Crotchfeld and Dill was also very good.
They put together a complete game. You talk about all 3 phases of the game. Obviously hitting, you score 12 runs, you're going to be happy. Pitching, you give up 2, you don't walk anybody, going to be happy. But they made some plays, especially we will probably see the Houston Markham play that made SportsCenter to end the game. So, I mean, you put together a complete game like that, you're going to have some success.
Great at bat by Nico Bomba. Got behind 0-2 and then draws the walk. So a 1-out base runner for Little Rock, and that brings up Angel Cano.
You know, Bomba was just setting him up. He's like, I'll swing at that 0-1 pitch in the other batter's box and make you think you're going to do it again. So good job fighting back. You know, this is the spot right here. They need Cano to come up big. 12 home runs on the season.
Angel Cano out of Cartagena, Colombia. Senior first baseman, 1 for 3 yesterday. One of the top power hitters in the Ohio Valley Conference. He is fired up that he has some relation in the crowd here today from Colombia. His cousin Daniela is here and in attendance. The only relative who has seen him play in the U.S. since he came to the country to play ball. The rest of his family back in Colombia watching, and we say hi to them and thanks for tuning in. And great to see Daniela here.
Yeah, how cool is that? It worked out. Okay. Oh, you know that means a lot to
You bet.
Angel Cano to have that in the stands. I think I saw him just peek up a little bit.
Well, remember last year, he had a phenomenal postseason. One of the reasons that Little Rock got to Game 7 in that Baton Rouge Regional. He ended up being the MVP of that regional.
He was Jay Boroff of this year, last year.
He drove in 15 runs in that regional, had 4 homers. Oh, that rides in and hits him on the shoulder. Tommy Egan, a walk and a hit by pitch with 1 out here in the 2nd inning. And so Ty Rhodes will come to the plate with a chance to do some damage here for Little Rock. This is what Danielle thought about that.
No, she's like, I don't care if he gets on base. I want to see him hit. Like that's, I think that's the same reaction that Cano had as well. He's like, I don't want to walk or get on base. I want to hit.
Bouncing ball on the first pitch. Ty Rhodes is going to be out. Pitcher covering. Bomba goes to 3rd on the play. Cano to 2nd.
I can tell you one thing. Tommy Egan's got the sinker working because he's getting a lot of these just weak ground balls, just driven right into the front part of the plate, and Troy's defense making plays. It's going to come down to, can Little Rock come up with a big hit right here? You got 2 guys on scoring position, 2-out hits can win ball games.
Catcher Trey Hill had an 8-pitch at bat in the 4th inning yesterday, a 2-out double off the right field wall. They could use something like that now. He went 1 for 3. Little Rock went 2 for 10 in game 1 with 2 outs. That's so big this time of year, Lance. You know, just it's not the hitting itself; it's timely hitting.
That's exactly. I mean, that you can't say that any better. I mean that because 2-out hitting, yeah, you can get a couple 2-out hits, and yeah, you got first and second, but you got to get the hit when runners in scoring position with 2 outs. I mean, it's going to come down to probably about 5 to 10 pitches a game on both sides where you're going to be in those situations, and what team makes the pitch and what team gets the hit.
Kind of saw that from Ole Miss last night in Auburn in game 1 of that Super Regional.
Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities for the Auburn Tigers, and when it came down to it, Hunter Elliott pitched with a lot of traffic. Ole Miss Friday night starter, you know, national champion pitcher. He came up big and got 2 big double plays early in the game, and that set the tone for the Ole Miss Rebels.
Bombard third, Cano at second. Big swing and a miss. Full count now on Trey Hill. Tommy Egan, the transfer from UIC in Chicago. All Missouri Valley last year. Also spent a year at Houston getting the start for Troy in what could be an historic day. Took something off and he's fouled back. You mentioned Egan's last start. Went 4 2/3 in that last outing against Miami. Like you said, it wasn't his best day. But again, Troy coming through in that regional, pitching with the lead here. Called strike 3. Got to wait for that late punch out from Kellen Levy, the home plate ump. And that ends the inning. Little Rock strands 2.
Well, you talk about making the pitches when it matters most. Little slider, top of the zone. Egan gets it done.
All right, Chris and Runes, thank you very much. USC got that grand slam from Dean Carpentier yesterday in that 9-5 win. And the only team still standing from the ACC trying to force a game 3, as Chris mentioned.
Yeah, I feel like that's a team with North Carolina, the pitching staff, the depth. USC has a lot of depth too, but North Carolina is so good on the mound, and especially so good at home. Up 3-0. I think when you're in a situation down after the first game, you just have to do whatever you can to force a game 3. See what happens, right? Because you force game 3, then a lot of crazy stuff can happen. You know, who comes out there ready to play in that last game? So especially being at home.
Tag Andrews to face Blake Cavell, Jimmy Janicki, and Stephen Meyer. 3, 4, and 5 for Troy. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the big first baseman. Cavell went down looking and didn't like it.
No.
his first time up. Hitless so far in the Super Regional. Breaking ball, and he's tagged out by Trey Hill. And that is the second strikeout for Tag Andrews, the reliever called on early in this ballgame by head coach Chris Curry.
Yeah, it's going to be his game. This is one of those where he's going to take the ball until obviously gets into some more trouble. They really needed that big hit last inning to just start crawling back. But you can just kind of have that feeling. You got to keep it a 3-0 ball game.
You see the numbers on Janicki, outstanding. Waiting for him to break out here too in the Super Regional. He's hitless. Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year. Foul back.
I was going to say, speaking of feelings, I got a feeling this guy's not going to be down very long. He's one of those guys that when he gets hot, like it's 7 at-bats in a row that you're going, oh my gosh, watch out, because he continues to square the ball up. He hits balls harder than most guys in this country.
4 homers yesterday for Troy. Of course, Janicki did not have one of them, but this Troy lineup, 18 total homers in the NCAA tournament. And that's what's been fueling this offense. The long ball, the extra base hits, and this one is scorched. There is Janicki coming alive. Around first, on to second, and he'll get there. 1-out double for Jamie Janicki.
Well, he got a little slider out over the plate. Jimmy Janicki, I mean, like, watch the extension. He goes out and gets that ball. That's on the outside part of the plate, right where Andrews wants it, but it's a little up, and so Janicki, those long arms, he can go out and get it. Continues to barrel balls, 107 off the bat, 24th double of the year.
First double of the day for Troy, and we're going to have to keep a tally of those in Doubles Alley now. It's a tradition here at the ballpark. Isaac Avenue is starting to loosen up now for Little Rock. Just the second hit allowed by Tag Andrews, but he did give up a run last inning. And that ball was smoked by Janicki. And Stephen Meyer is at the plate. There you see the big man, Isaac Avenue. Huge right-hander loosening up. Stephen Meyer was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Went 3 for 4 yesterday. Another guy who has been granted an extra year because of the Diego Pavia JUCO rule. A guy who was injured early in the season, and when he got healthy, it was no surprise that the team's fortune started to get better.
Well, he solidified the center field. When you see the outfield here, Troy, you got to have a good defensive center fielder, and he did that.
Base hit to right field. Janicki can run well for a catcher. He's being waved home. Here comes the throw. Play at the plate. Not in time. Beautiful slide by Janicki. And it's 4-0 Troy.
Yeah, and he solidified the alpha, but he also solidified this lineup sitting right here, giving Jimmy Janicki some protection. Stephen Meyer, watch how quick the hands are. Just shoves this ball into right field. Look like we're going to review this. I thought live this was a safe call. Janicki, like you said, Clay, can run for a catcher. Oh, yeah. Scores easily. This is going to be a quick review. Janicki excited. Again, big double. Scores right here. And what it does just keeps consistent offense right here, scoring every inning. It's tough when the offense is continuing to score runs every inning. It's tough to come back on them.
44th run batted in for Stephen Meyer. And the NCAA Replay Operations Center in Pittsburgh is taking a peek. There you see it. And they will relay their findings to the umpiring crew here in Troy, Alabama. It's pretty slick how this works.
Yeah, it usually happens pretty quickly.
Well, we talked about Jimmy Janicki. It wasn't going to be long before he was heard from offensively in the Super Regional, and back-to-back hits. Janicki and Meyer have seemingly delivered another run.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Runner safe.
And it will be another run.
Rocks charge, one challenge.
4-0 Troy.
You know, and you said that, like, yeah, hey, he's only given up one hit, and then he gave up his second hit, getting a guy loose. Like, it might be a little too quick, but that's how fast Troy comes at you. They continue to just, and it's a lot of times they don't allow the pitcher to try to even find a rhythm. They'll go pitch after pitch, but they have 4 straight hits yesterday on 4 straight pitches.
And now time is called. Here comes Chris Curry. Slow walk to the mound. Pitching change. Here comes Isaac Evenue. 4-0 Troy, top of the third. This weekend across ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, and ESPN Plus. For more information, visit NCAA.com, the home for all NCAA championships. Alongside Lance Cormier, I'm Clay Matvick here in Troy, Alabama, where the weather has been lovely. Little Rock already using pitcher number 3 on the day. It's the 6'2", 250-pound Isaac Evenue, the Oregon transfer.
Yeah, he's another one of their hot relievers. Andrews was one, but they just touched him up for 2 runs. Evenue has been really good lately. Numbers, not necessarily, the ERA is great. The strikeout to walks, maybe not so good, but last 8 in the 3rd inning, 5 hits, only 1 run in the postseason. So he's stepping up big in the biggest games.
2 runs in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 more here in the 3rd for Troy. 1 out, Myers at first base, and Evenue's pitch, half-hearted swing, and that's a strike to Drew Nelson, who had that bloop 2-run double in the 1st inning. Got the scoring started for Troy.
This is a spot where I wouldn't be surprised if Troy does that delay steal. You're already up 4-0, continue to put pressure. You got the left-handed hitter up. See why you're seeing a couple pickoffs from Little Rock. Myers got 11 bags, been caught 8 times, but lately has been successful a lot more.
Big swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Yeah, the Little Rock pitching staff was so good in Hattiesburg, allowed 13 runs total in 3 total games. He allowed 12 yesterday, already 4 here early today, just 1 out in the 3rd inning. Runner goes from first. The throw down from Hill is in time. Stephen Meyer is out, and he knew it. Good throw by Trey Hill. The Little Rock catcher getting the 2nd out.
Yeah, it felt like that was going to be an opportunity to go. Trey Hill was all over it. I saw him checking every single time. This was more of a straight steal. Evanu does a good job of giving Hill a very good amount of time to throw him out. Good pickup right here by Lopez, and nice quick tag. Well done.
And Evanu strikes out Drew Nelson to end the 3rd inning. So the big man comes out of the pen, settles things down for Little Rock.
Yeah, take a little momentum into the offense.
Exclusively on ESPN, 40-plus NCAA championships. Confetti rains. Nets are cut. Joy erupts. Hardware is hoisted. History happens here on ESPN, home of NCAA championships.
Back here in Troy, Alabama, where the majority of this crowd wants to see a win and a ticket punch to Omaha. The Troy Trojans leading 4-0 as Little Rock, which is the home team on the scoreboard, bats here in the 3rd inning. Cooper Chaplin, the 9-hole hitter, will be followed by Jerdy Lopez and Cade Smith. As Little Rock tries to get it going, just 1 hit so far for the Trojans in white. We heard Chris Curry say after that win over Southern Miss in the Hattiesburg Regional, our lineup isn't just dangerous, it's lethal. I'm sure he's waiting for that lethality to express itself again.
And not an overall powerful ball club. They only hit 1 home run in that Hattiesburg Regional, but a lot of doubles, gap-to-gap type of team.
Pitches away for Tommy Egan, now pitching here in the 3rd inning.
Biggest thing, though, Clay, is they have to stay in themselves. You can't go up trying to hit the the grand slam without guys on base. You got to just continue to get guys on, put together quality and productive at bats, not go out of the zone.
Shift is on for Chaplin. Swung on and missed. Tommy Egan, back-to-back strikeouts going back to the 2nd inning, and his 3rd overall.
Yeah, Egan's fastball, it's 89 to 90. He's got a little life, late life. You see the tailing away from him when he's pitching at the top of the zone with a little bit of run. Mix it in that slider, and boy, I like what I've seen so far.
Yeah, so 1 time through the order for Egan. Walked a guy and hit a guy in the 2nd inning, but nothing came out of it. And now facing Jerdy Lopez for the 2nd time, who extended his hitting streak to 11 games in the 1st inning. Lifts this one down the line in right. Here comes Markham again. First baseman Cavill, great effort. Not going to get there. You know, the Troy defense here in the NCAA tournament has not been exceptional. 9 errors so far. They had a couple more yesterday, but they've done enough. They always give you great efforts like that.
Pretty good effort. Terrific barrel roll. Like, he finished very nicely, even though he didn't make the play. The good finish on the roll, right back to the feet. I think he'd be happy how that looked too.
I don't know that there's anybody who has more fun playing the game than Cavill.
No, right now you probably have 2 of the guys in Cavill and Jay Boroff that are enjoying coming to the park more than anybody else in this country.
Jordy Lopez, he's pretty happy too. I'd like to see some more runs on the scoreboard, but he's getting married later this summer. 2-2. Starting shortstop all year for Little Rock, trying to get something going with 1 out in the 3rd inning. If Little Rock can win this one today, obviously there'll be a 3rd game in the Super Regional tomorrow. It will also be the 40th win of the season for Chris Curry's club. 48-year-old Little Rock native, over 300 wins in his time. Another called strike 3. 2 down.
Boy, frozen right here, Clay. He'd been away, and this time he goes right back on the inside part of the plate. Lopez, again, seeing everything away from him, just freezes. Egan's got a good flow right now.
Yeah, 4 Ks, 3 in a row. And he struck out Cade Smith swinging in the 1st inning. Smith started his career at Arkansas, dealt with a shoulder problem in 2024, then went to Division II Harding University, and now has been the fit in center field for Little Rock. Wraps it to short. Piasecki has it. Throw right on the screws. It's a 1-2-3. Breezy 3rd inning for Tommy Egan. We have played 3 in Troy, and it's 4-0. We're going to talk to Skylar Meade after this timeout. Presented by Capital One. Off to the 4th inning we go. It is 4-0 Troy, the visiting team on the scoreboard leading. A win away from Omaha. And let's bring in their 5th-year head coach, Skylar Meade. Let's talk about the guy that you started today. Tommy Egan still pitching in this ball game, and it seems like he has really settled in. A couple of strikeouts lasting. What are you seeing from your starter?
Well, he's got to stay convicted with the fastball. You know, if it's carrying through, that sets up all the other stuff for him. So that last inning, he did a good job of it, but going to need to continue to do that. And obviously just, you know, get ahead.
Well, Coach, just want to obviously touch on the story so far of the Gainesville Regional and moving on to here. Jay Boroff, right? Just that he's on deck right in front of you, but just how his season went from starting the year to now where it's at, and just the mindset, how you guys have worked all the way through this.
Well, it's just an awesome story. I've referred to it, the March 5th text that he sent me, just his mission statement about being better. It didn't happen overnight, but you know, kids like that, they will find a way to be the best version of themselves, and he's doing that right now, but he's got a lot of work to go, but a special kid, just like all these kids that we have.
We're going to let you get off to your third base coaching job.
Thank you. I will go really fast.
Yesterday was
pitch.
very slow.
Yeah,
you got caught up by somebody, I think.
I know, I heard that. But you know what? It won't be the same today.
All right,
go.
we're timing you. There he goes. 1001, 1002, 1003, 4, 5.
Oh, turned it
Six.
on a little bit. Turned it on a little bit.
Line drive, cut off. Jordy Lopez. That's what Lopez does. That is a big league play. Takes a hit away from the leadoff hitter, Sean Darnell.
Well, the biggest thing is keeping the leadoff guy off. I mean, Little Rock needs a 0 on the board for them right here more than anything, and that's a heck of a play by Lopez. I thought there's no shot. That ball was up the middle, going to be a knot. Closed on it quickly, makes the throw. Nice play.
Darnell retired. Here comes Boroff again at the plate with the bases empty, just how Little Rock wants it. Isaac Avenue came on in relief last inning. Got a strikeout of Nelson to get Little Rock off the field. So he's retired the only 2 hitters he has faced so far. Getting Boroff out, though, is quite the challenge. One of the main individual stories of this NCAA tournament. He has homered in 4 straight games, 6 homers overall, a couple of grand slams. He's hit more home runs than Little Rock by a long way, and almost as many runs batted in, just by himself.
So when you talk about lethal, Jay Boroff has been lethal, no doubt about it.
Look at Boroff looking into the dugout saying, all right, boys, I'm on for you. He struck out his first time up. Takes first base here on the free pass from Avenue, and that brings up Markham.
He hadn't had to run bases very much in the postseason because he's been jogging a lot around them with his 6 home runs. But showing the respect right there, 4 straight balls to put him on base.
Markham a single, a stolen base, and a run scored in the second inning. As Troy has scored in every inning so far. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 more last inning. Said he is Houston Markham IV. His grandfather, well known in this state, was the head football coach at Alabama State for many years. Houston Markham Jr. Chopped out in front of home plate. Hill has one play, and the throw is deflected into foul ground. Everybody's safe. Tough play for Trey Hill, and now the Trojans of Troy have 2 on and 1 out in the top of the order, and Paiseki coming to the plate.
Right, the hits just keep coming right here. I mean, this is Trey Hill. He bounces beautifully. He sees the opportunity to possibly get Jay Boroff, but with already 1 out, this is when you just got to get an out. Waits a little bit too long and just dots Houston Markham right in the back, allowing Troy to get another runner on, only 1 out, and flip that lineup to Aaron Paiseki. You know, I like that play, Clay, if you got no outs and you're going to go get that lead runner. But with already 1 out and just the way this game has gone so far, go ahead and take that out. Trust your pitcher. Avenue is going to be able to make this next guy out, but now you open up an opportunity for another big inning.
Paiseki skies it to right. Stays in the ballpark in front of the warning track. Ty Rhodes makes the catch. Tagging from second is Boroff. He'll get there, but they have a rundown between second and first. They're going to come home, and now Boroff is caught. Will Boroff get back? No, he's out. And that ends the inning. So Troy runs itself off the field here in the 4th.
I like the hustle. This is great defense right here by Little Rock. Finishing off the rundown. How about this? Take a little bit of momentum from that play. This is the inning. Got to score some runs.
my fixation.
The real fun just getting started.
Run straight for the breakaway.
The celebration is on. College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska begins Friday. Alongside Lance Cormier, I'm Clay Matvick. Lance, you played in the College World Series back in 1999 with the Crimson Tide. I can't imagine how wonderful the experience is for these players who get to make that trip.
Oh, I can't imagine either, because 99, you're talking, that's 27 years ago, and it was great. You know, you're talking the mecca of college baseball, but you can imagine now what it's like, how these guys get treated there. I mean, 20-something thousand fans. I mean, it's just a really cool opportunity, and obviously that's what you play for, right? You get to school in the fall, and, you know, I don't know how many of the 300-plus teams in Division I break it down and with Omaha, as they're saying, or how many Omaha challenges, but, I mean, that's it. Like, for the most part, you walk into a lot of these schools' locker rooms, and you're going to see the distance from their stadium to Omaha, just because that's the word that's always said. I mean, it's Omaha or bust.
Nolan Friend with a walk to start the inning here for Little Rock in the fourth, as they're down 4. West Virginia very close to punching a ticket to the Men's College World Series. Big lead on Cal Poly in Game 2. They're in a weather delay in the 8th inning in Morgantown. Battle of the Bulldogs in Athens. It was a home run hitting contest, and Georgia with the win, 13-12. Had 11 home runs in that first game. And Kansas hosting its first Super Regional tonight. Old Big 8 rivals, the Sooners and the Jayhawks. That's going to be an electric atmosphere, kind of like this one, I think, in Lawrence, Kansas, because Troy, Alabama, Lawrence, Kansas, they haven't experienced a Super Regional before.
Anytime something has never been done, you don't know what to expect, but you're going to see some ruckus crowds. But yeah, how about that Georgia score? I mean, 11 home runs, that's a slow pitch softball.
Yes.
Michael O'Shaughnessy steps into the third base spot that Trey Phelps wasn't able to play because of the suspension. He goes 2 jacks. Rylan Lujo had 2. Daniel Jackson hit his 30th. But Mississippi State, boy, lost opportunity, up 7-0. I think I saw where in the regional, 149 straight opportunities, the team that was up 7-0 has won. That's the first time a comeback has been made big. So
that's right.
You got to give Georgia a lot of credit, staying in the game, staying with their process, knowing that their offense can bail them out.
Blake Simpson flashes one foul, grounded out to second his first time up. Tommy Egan working on a one-hitter for Troy as he pitches here in the 4th inning. Little Rock 8 wins this year when they have trailed by 3 or more runs. With just the one hit, and that came from their first hitter in the ballgame, Jordy Lopez. And now time is called. There's something in his pocket that was making him uncomfortable.
It looked like his chain broke.
Yeah,
and,
that was his chain.
So he gave him the chain. He couldn't find the little cross part of it. Didn't want to lose that. I like it.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Blake Simpson. Friend at first. Swung on and missed. And Egan gets the strikeout of the cleanup hitter Simpson.
Well, Clay, it seems like every time the Little Rock offense feels like they're going to get something going, and you just kind of have that sense. Tommy Egan just comes up, makes a big pitch, and right there, again, just down in the way, you got the cleanup hitter. Simpson's been their hottest hitter, and he punches him out. And it just seems like anytime they feel like they're going to steal a little bit of that momentum, he pulls it right back into their side.
Now this one hit hard off the glove of Josh Pine. Safe at first as Pisecki tried to salvage it out. Everybody's safe, 2 on with 1 out. And Angel Cano. Nico Bombot just rakes this one, and it was almost caught on the fly by Pine.
Yeah, it's a great effort right here by Pine. It almost looks as he actually comes back in on him, hits him off the inside part of that glove, right off his thumb. He looked a little frustrated with it. Got to give Pisecki a little credit for staying with it, but Bone ball with a knock right here, and again, this is the opportunity, right? You've been waiting all this time. You got Cano, your leading home run hitter. This is the time where you really need him to run into one.
Had a hit yesterday and has 2 now in the Super Regional. They're going to hold Friend at third base. They go station to station as Matt Parker, third base coach, slamming on the brakes for Friend. And the biggest threat of the day for Little Rock is in motion here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Those last 2 balls Lance hit very hard.
Yeah, that one just a little bit too hard. Line drive up the middle. You're thinking you're going to score from second base on that hit, but Cano smokes it up the middle. But you're right, bases loaded for Little Rock, and now's the time, right? We talk about getting the hit when it matters most. This is the opportunity for Ty Rhodes.
So Skylar Meade calls time. We'll head out to talk to Tommy Egan, try to settle things down as Little Rock strings hits together for the first time today. Tommy Egan, 3 1/3, hasn't given up a run yet. What do you like? What do you like about that line and where his pitch count is at, given that we're in the 4th inning?
Well, it's just the fact that he's just continued to be attacking the strike zone. Yeah, he's got 2 walks, he's got the hit batter, but like he seems to just step up and make the pitch when he needs it most.
This is Ty Rhodes wrapping it to second. 1, and the throw at first is offline. Friend comes in to score, and Little Rock is on the board. Looked like
he made the pitch he needed.
Inning-ending double play, but Piseki's throw was a little offline at first base. So Ty Rhodes with an RBI.
Yeah, Clay, this is one where you wanted to hit a little bit harder as a pitcher and get to the infielder faster. Piseki does all he can to make the throw. The feed from Darnell was good, but just slow enough. Rhodes too much speed out of the box. He picks up an RBI. Gets Little Rock on the board. Is that the start they need to just start crawling back?
And this is Ryan Geck, who's going to pinch hit here for Little Rock. Ryan Geck appeared in the game last night. Flew out to right field to end the ball game on that double play. Marca made the catch in the corner and right, and then Angel Cano was doubled up to finish game 1. 2-strike pitch, down and in. So this is Trey Hill's spot in the batting order, the starting catcher. So obviously a big move in this ball game, bringing Geck in here as the pinch hitter in the 4th inning. Called strike 3. Tommy Egan will limit the damage to 1 run. What could have been a big inning for Little Rock. They'll have to settle for 1 as we head to the 5th inning. 4-1 Troy. Little Rock trying to force a game 3 in their Super Regional here in Troy, Alabama tomorrow. getting a big run in the 4th inning as we welcome in Coach Chris Curry of the Little Rock Trojans. Coach, that's an emotional run, too, I got to imagine, for your dugout.
Very much so. And, you know, we're here. We're in the moment, you know, right there. We got a couple of big at-bats that we need to just come through. You know, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot there in the 1st inning. We had the 3 key ingredients to a big inning, a walk, a hit by pitch, and an error. But we've not given up the big crooked number. You know, they've been singles and 2s, and Isaac Avenue on the mound here is going to give us a shot and keep it close.
Yeah, I was about to say, Coach, how do you feel about the situation where you're at on the mound and what you got coming up?
Yeah, this is a reverse split here with Avenue. He's good against left-handers. They've got him stacked in there with, I believe, 6 of them, 5 of them. And so he's going to give us a shot, and we're going to be right there in the moment.
We appreciate you, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Chris Curry.
Yeah, always positive. I love that about him. I mean, we were talking in between innings, and it was like a, you know, you could feel they're just tugging at those momentum strings and just can't, for the most part, just can't pull them all the way into his dugout. But he said, we're going to keep fighting.
So it's Josh Pine here leading it off for Troy in the 5th inning. Chris Curry in his 12th year at Little Rock. Became the program's all-time winningest coach back in March. You might remember he was Dave Van Horn's assistant for a time, was on that staff that went to the College World Series in 2009. And, you know, he's had opportunities to leave for bigger jobs, but he really loves Little Rock. That's where he's born and raised, and has so many connections there. His family is there. He's raised a family there, and he really thinks that it's a program that has a bright future. He certainly has done some great things in the last couple of baseball seasons.
Well, there's no doubt he has the passion for not only the city, but his program there in Little Rock. So, I mean, that's what you need. You got to have that, and he continues to go out there and try to produce a winner, and the last 2 years he has.
Hammered to third, picked up by Nolan Friend. Flings it across the diamond for the 1st out. So Josh Pine is retired for the 1st out here in the 5th inning. Chris Curry's son, Caleb, traveling with the team right now. And I was talking to Caleb earlier today. He's happy. 16 years old, school's out for the year. You know, he's playing some traveling baseball and hoping that he's going to get a free trip to Omaha.
Right, I was about to say, he's hoping this travel baseball that he plays, he gets to miss another weekend because he wants to hang out with the boys in Omaha, no doubt. But, yeah, very respectful young man. Walked up to him this morning, was like, what's up, man? He goes, having a good day? He goes, heck yeah.
Blake Cavell has had a quiet tournament. 0 for 3 in the game yesterday, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts today. But no doubt, make no mistake, he is the heartbeat of this team. Takes a strike at the knees, 2-1. He hit his 13th homer of the year in the regionals last week. 2nd year at Troy after 1 year at Western Kentucky. Crowd loves him here. 2-1 pitch. Hammered to deep second. Cooper Chaplin from the outfield throws him out. And so Cavell is 0 for 3. Mariners and the Orioles this Thursday, 7 o'clock Eastern. We ask you to catch it on ESPN. You can also stream the game live on the ESPN app. Alongside former big leaguer Lance Cormier, I'm Clay Matvick here in Troy, Alabama. Game 2 of the Super Regional. Troy leading at 4-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. A win, and Troy is on to Omaha in the Men's College World Series. That would be a first in program history. Little Rock trying to force a Game 3 tomorrow, also trying to make Omaha for the first time.
Yeah, we have history obviously made with both these teams in the Super Regional for the first time. History for Troy hosting for the first time. But we want to talk about if Troy's able to wrap this up. Legends are made in this city. These guys are going to be remembered for the rest of their lives. I mean, just look at you went from what, 37, I think 100 was, 37, 3,900, the best crowd they'd ever had, to already yesterday at 6,400 plus. We haven't had that number announced. So you're talking, this is an event that I was talking to Adam Godwin, their first base coach, going like, he played here. He's a Troy, legacy, going like, he had hundreds of calls and texts from former teammates, people from Canada. Like, what could they do to get here to come and experience this and be a part of the Troy program?
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jimmy Janicki. Think of the improbability, Bill, for them to be hosting this Super Regional. Everything that had to happen just right. Obviously, Little Rock was a hero of theirs last week. If they don't win in Hattiesburg, they're not hosting. And so they're hosting this Super Regional, and if they can win today, they would be the first 30-loss team in College World Series history. Janicki, a rocket shot to left, but it's going to stay in the ballpark, and it's caught by Simpson. Another hard-hit ball for Jimmy Janicki, but it's a 1-2-3 inning for Avenue. The NCAA Super Regionals presented by Capital One. Riddle Pace Field here in Troy, Alabama. They had a record crowd of 6,462. We're waiting for the number today. It's probably going to go over that.
Yeah,
4-1 Troy here, leading Little Rock in the 5th.
Sorry about that, Clay. Yeah, you talked to a lot of the officials around here. They felt like they were going to get more. And, that's the exciting part, because I think 7:30 I heard was like when the gates opened in the doubles alley out there in left field. So think about that, 7:30, some of those guys have been here reserving their seats all the way out there in left field.
They're hanging over the railing in the football stadium.
Yes.
The vet is taking people so they can watch from the football stadium. They're watching from the building on the other side of the wall in center field. They're just trying to get a peek at this place from all the nooks and crannies around Riddle Pace. They brought in bleachers from Gulf Shores a couple of nights ago, overnight, 3.5-hour drive. They trucked in 2 sets of bleachers because the city didn't have any.
I definitely heard that story. It was something that it was like state-funded money for the bleachers out there in left field, and so they roll up. They said, if you guys can get a truck, nice shot right there, but another big out. They said that the city of Gulf Shores said, if you can get a truck here that can bring them, we'll put them on there. It'd be great to let another state school use them. And sure enough, Troy had the trucks rolling down there. Some lineman trucks got there and got the stands here. They had them ready to go at about 8:30 Thursday night.
This crowd having a blast. So Cooper Chaplin, hard hit ball, but he's the first out of the 5th inning. Now the top of the order, and Jordy Lopez. Tommy Egan, 4 1/3 innings now. Working out a 3-hitter, has allowed just 1 run. Lopez extending his hitting streak to 11 games. He's also struck out. Oh, nice snare by Josh Pine. Comes up throwing, got him. Josh Pine last half inning knocked a ball down that Bamba hit, but it was an infield single for Bamba. This one gets a little luck to go his way.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the 9 innings that they've had in the tournament, but it's plays like this that continues to keep them going. Not only just a layout, but also a short hop pick as he goes, pops up, makes a play. Tommy Egan, big smile on his face. Love as a pitcher when you get those kind of defensive efforts.
2 outs for Cade Smith. Do you always, as a pitcher, make a point to go up to them after the inning and say thank you very much?
Got to let them know.
Smith skies one on the infield. Everybody coming together out in front of home plate. Third baseman Pine, he's there, and that is a 7-pitch inning for Tommy Egan, who gets stronger as this game goes on. All of these super regionals started yesterday. West Virginia and Cal Poly, they've been in a weather delay for a while. That play is ready to get back underway at 4:45 Eastern, just a few minutes from now. West Virginia leading big 17-1. Mountaineers poised to punch a ticket to Omaha for the first time in program history. That super matches up with this one in Omaha. North Carolina looking to even the series with USC. Tar Heels leading 4-0 in the 9th. And Auburn and Ole Miss game 2 tonight. Ole Miss with the win last night. Those two teams did not square up during the regular year. I fully expect that to be a 3-game series.
I hope so. That's one of those, as a father of one of the Auburn players, you'd love to see them just force a game 3, see what can happen. But I mean, that was a well-played game for Ole Miss. We talked about the missed opportunities Auburn had on offense. Ole Miss got the big hit when they needed it, got the big win.
Impartiality goes out the window when you have blood in the game.
No doubt.
Stephen Meyer to lead it off, followed by Drew Nelson and Sean Darnell for Troy. They have not scored the last 2 innings. Put some pressure on Little Rock early, but Little Rock hanging around as we move to the 6th inning. Stephen Meyer in this game has been productive.
Well, the biggest reason they're sticking around is they put up back-to-back zeros in the 4th and the 5th inning. Isaac Evenue continues his shutout streak in the NCAA tournament up to 6 innings. And Coach Curry talked about it. He's got the guy he wants out there to neutralize these left-handed hitters with the reverse splits.
Myers strikes out, and Cade Martin throws him out. First out.
A lot of times that's what it takes, is you have to have a guy to go out there and just put up some zeros. Evenue is that guy right here. Goes to that back foot slider, perfectly placed. I mean, look at that. That's exactly where you want to put the ball, right behind the home plate. Nice little block up, throws him out. Got something going, but I mean, you can do all you can on the mound until the offense comes out there and scores some runs.
Now Evenue to face Drew Nelson. Had a bloop 2-run double in the 1st. And a strikeout victim of Evanus to end the third inning. And after Evanu, Chris Curry also has Brody Bunting available. Now, Bunting's a guy I'm sure he would like to hold as a potential starter for Game 3 should they get there. But again, it's all hands on deck.
Oh, yeah. You worry about Game 3 when Game 3 comes. So you have to get to Game 3. So if that becomes an opportunity for Bunting and you see he's out there, he's getting ready, right? He's not fully going yet. But I'd expect if somebody gets on, you start to see a little bit more speed up.
And now time is called as Ben Wolgamott, the hitting coach, wants to share some advice here with Drew Nelson. And Wolgamott has been the hitting whisperer the last couple of days.
2 for 2. Yesterday they had 2 timeouts. He takes 2 timeouts for Jay Boroff's at-bats. Back-to-back at-bats. He calls the timeout, goes over, like you said, Clay, gives a little whisper. 2 jacks. So I heard Skylar Mead's press conference after. He goes, well, obviously we wish we only have 3. We can only call 3 timeouts. So, but we got the best of those 2 that we used.
Let's see what wisdom he exchanged here, and if it pays off.
Like if this guy goes deep, we need a microphone.
Yep.
On Coach Wolgamott and say like, hey, we need to know what is being said.
A lot of times the hitting coach is in the third base coach's box, and that was the way it was for the first half of the season. But they hit a slump and they mixed it up. Skylar Mead took over at third. Wolgamott went to the dugout and they caught fire, so it's been that way ever since.
I like that.
Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Evanu. And the big guy from Eugene, Oregon has been the answer here to quieting these Troy bats.
That's exactly right. Quieting the bats. Another breaking ball down. Look, you make it look hittable, and you can see the hitter's frustration. He starts in the middle part of the plate. It's got a lot of depth to it. It finishes right behind home plate. If it looks hittable, you're going to get the swing. You're going to get the chase with the depth. Not going to hit it.
Sean Darnell is 0 for 2, senior second baseman. Looking for his first hit of the Super Regional, had 4 hits, 3 runs batted in last week. Smashes this one to left. Coming on is Simpson. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Evanu. His second straight. Little Rock trying to get those bats fired up when we come back.
We got a 4-1 ball game right here. Tommy Egan on the bump for Troy. Talked about having to flush his last outings. He had a rough Gainesville Regional. He has done that. 5 innings, 3 hits, 6 punch-outs, only 1 earned run. Feeling it, the crowd loving it. Defense has picked him up. Great comeback start right here by Tommy Egan.
And now he's going to face the meat of this Little Rock order, which is just aching to get something going. Nolan Friend leading it off, hitless in the Super Regional. Led off with a walk in the fourth and scored. The only run for Little Rock today. Hammers this one to left center. Nelson will get it back on the infield quickly, so Friend is limited to a single, but that's a great start for Little Rock.
Yeah, you could sense, right? 3, 4, 5 coming up this inning. 3 straight zeros on the pitching side of things. Can you bring that into the offense? Simpson's been your hottest hitter in the postseason. Now you get an opportunity, guy, man on base right here. Over 2 so far today, but look for him to break out right here.
Simpson was the MVP of the Hattiesburg Regional, had 8 hits, but bounces in what could be a tailor-made double play. And it is. Darnell to Piasecki to Cavill. And look at that grin on Tommy Egan like a Cheshire cat.
We've mentioned getting hits when it matters most. How about making pitches when it matters most? You get a guy on. How do you stop a rally? A one-pitch double play right here. 6-4-3, and like you mentioned, look at that smile from Tommy Egan. It's just one of those days.
That's the ground ball Egan wanted. He got it from Blake Simpson. And Little Rock has scored just 1 run on 6 hits over the last 11 2/3 innings. The offense just desperately needs to find a spark somewhere.
Well, it seems like, I'm telling you, like it feels like they're tugging on the momentum string and they just keep pulling it, but the moment they feel like they got it, the tug of war, Troy pulls it right back, whether it's a big hit, whether it's a big play or a pitch like that where you get a double play and all of a sudden you race all the base runners.
Nico Bamba, a walk and a line drive base hit. Bamba went 0 for 4 yesterday. DH of the 5-hole. Nico and Angel Cano are going to come back, and they're going to be a part of the coaching staff next year for Little Rock. Chris Curry was sharing that news with us before the game today.
Congrats to them.
Yeah, they are fired up about the next stage of their career. To the corner. Markham, another long run. Will he get there? And foul ground, he does it again. That guy is amazing. There is nothing that he can't get to.
Well, we had 2 yesterday. 1 was okay. He said, I'm going to make it better. Got on SportsCenter. How about this one? He goes farther and then watch the end. Slams into the fence. Crowd loves it. Houston Markham finishes off the inning.
Troy leading by 3 as we go to the 7th. A little meeting moments ago in the Troy dugout. And Lance, what do you suspect was the conversation point here?
I mean, to me, this has to be like, hey, it's the 7th inning. Just keep the foot on the gas. Don't let this team come back in. Take all the momentum from them. And guess what, boys? We'll be going to Omaha if we do that.
They've got Jay Boroff leading off for the 2nd time in an inning today, and their 3rd time coming to the plate with the bases empty. And for Little Rock, that is ideal, as hot as a pistol as this guy has been in this national tournament. 6 home runs, 4 straight games with a bomb. A couple of grand slams to his credit. And hasn't had anybody on base when he's come to the plate, as he wraps this one foul. And there's Skylar Meade, who loves to field foul balls. Two NCAA tournaments for Skylar, and he's won over 60% of his games the last 5 years. As you look at Boroff's ridiculous numbers. JUCO All-American down the road at Enterprise State. He's kind of tweaked his batting approach throughout the course of this year, and it's paying off at the right time, and he draws a walk for the 2nd time today. And Troy would love to get some insurance late in this ballgame. As Markham comes up, he's 2 for 2 and continues to flash the leather in right field. Sacrifice. Avenue, the throw to first, a little help from Cano to field that ball and slap the tag on Markham going by. Markham's going to get a round of applause, as Boroff is now in scoring position.
Well, play, I like it. Troy can show you they can win in a bunch of different ways with their offense. They can mash. They don't necessarily run, but they've been picking and choosing their opportunities to run. But they also show, hey, when it matters, if we need to lay down a bunt, we can. Houston Markham does a great job. Moves him over, a little sacrifice, gets Boroff into scoring position. You always try to get that 4th run. That way a grand slam can't beat you. Obviously, it takes a lot to get guys on in the grand slam, but where one swing of the bat can't beat you. So getting that 4th run in is huge.
Back to the top of the order, and Aaron Piasecki. 1 for 2 today. Homered yesterday. It's one thing we haven't seen today is a big fly. Said the air is a little heavier today, more humidity.
The Athens Super Regional took all of them. All 11 home runs that they had, took everybody else's homers.
I think you mentioned this yesterday. It's hard to beat a team 6 times, but Georgia just may do that. 5 wins this year against Mississippi State. 3 in the regular season, beat them in Hoover, and now once in the Super Regional round. Wrapped to 2nd. Piasecki is out. Boroff takes 3rd on the ground out. And that'll bring up Pine. ESPN is the home of MLB.TV. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand using the ESPN app. Blackout and other restrictions apply. For more information, go to ESPN.com/MLBTV. A lot of smiles on the faces of fans here in Troy, Alabama the last couple of days. The smiles will get more and even bigger if Troy can hang on and finish off Little Rock and move on to Omaha for the first time. Skylar Meade's office is even being used as a club suite.
All the
here
coaches'
at the ballpark.
offices right here, right to the left of us. Yeah, they had boosters that were like, they were trying to get them anywhere you could, and they were like, Coach, y'all want Coach's office? And the coaches were like, yeah, rent our offices out. And so opened up the windows and put some tables in front of it. Boosters said, we'll gladly take their office.
So there's Skylar Meade's office, and as you can see, they put some stand-up tables out in front of the office windows there, and they can go in and get some refreshments, some food. Nice setup here.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Man on, 2 out. Man, if they can get Boroff home, that would really be devastating to Little Rock's cause.
It really would.
Pine slaps it foul. Josh Pine battled injuries with the Indiana Hoosiers, came here to Troy for his 5th year, and has had a whale of a good time. Base hit to left field. Here comes Boroff with the 5th run of the ball game for Troy. Big insurance base hit by Josh Pine.
How about a 2-out hit? Runners in scoring position right here. A little slider. The slider had been behind the plate. This one's in the middle part of the zone. Stays up. Josh Pine. Big 2-out RBI. Jay Boroff scores. 5-1 now, Troy. And that ends the NCAA scoreless streak for Isaac Evanue.
Second hit today for Troy with 2 outs, and it's monumental. Because now it's a 4-run lead here in the 7th. And another timeout called by Ben Wolgamott to chat with Blake Cavell, who's on an 0 for 3 day. 0 for 6 in the Super Regional.
I like that timeout because, like you said, yeah, it's an 0 for 3 day, but it's an 0 for regional. And so now it's a frustration type of swinging. And this is like, hey, like, settle down, right? Just this, you know, these are at bats that you can also build on. So getting to do that, I like how it seems like this timeout have been perfectly placed for the Troy offense whenever they take them.
Outfield straight away for the Australian. Told this story yesterday. Blake's dad, Matthew, owns a traveling team in Australia. They go all over the world playing baseball. They played the Savannah Bananas. Baseball's really big in Australia, as everybody knows. And there's a Aussie flag. Said it before, Blake is one of the favorites here in this town.
Oh, I asked him at the Gainesville Regional, I'm like, who is your favorite big league Aussie ball player? Without hesitation, he said, oh, that's my godfather, Peter Moylan, in his obviously Australian accent. Former teammate of mine, Peter Moylan, with the Braves. A little bit of 3-quarter reliever, nasty, but does a little commentating for them as well. But yeah, he said without hesitation. I was like, well, I like that.
It's outside. So a full count here to Cavell. Said it before, he leads Troy with 49 walks this year. Had one yesterday. Has a real discerning eye at the plate. The 3-hole hitter. With 2 outs and a man at first. Evanue's pitch. Stays high, walked him. So Cavell will pass the bat to Jimmy Janicki, who has a double in 3 trips today. The excitement building in Doubles Alley in left field and around this stadium. Another run here in the 7th for Troy as they inch closer to a trip to the Big O. And time is called. Here comes Chris Curry. Boy, Evanue has been great, but you know, he just running out of steam here.
Yeah, he really has. 4 1/3. He's at 68 pitches. The most pitches he had thrown was 54 this year, and that was the first outing of the year. So it's been a little while. Nice job, though, Isaac Evanue.
back to the NCAA Super Regionals presented by Capital One. Super Regional coverage will continue this weekend across ESPN, ESPN2, the U, and ESPN Plus. For more information, visit ncaa.com. That was a big run here earlier in the 7th inning, forcing Isaac Evenue out of the ballgame now, as Troy leads it 5-1, and they're not done in the 7th. New pitcher for Little Rock. And we expected to see this guy at some point, Brody Bunting. He's been one of their key postseason arms, and he's going to try and keep this a 4-run deficit. Senior from Sherwood, Arkansas, delivered the win in the OVC tournament. Also 3 1/3 of relief against Jacksonville State in the regional title game. Jimmy Janicki at the plate. 2 on. And 2 outs. 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. To short. 1 pitch. And the inning is over as Bunting does his job out of the bullpen. But Troy getting closer to Omaha, perhaps. The lead is now 4. Crimson Tide pitcher Lance Cormier here in Troy, Alabama. This state is a hotbed for college baseball this weekend. 3 of the 8 Supers are within about 150-mile swath of each other here in Alabama. Of course, Auburn and Ole Miss game 2 will be a little bit later today. And St. John's hosting Alabama, your alma mater. What do you expect in that Super?
Boy, I expect some excitement right there. Late night game, 8 o'clock. For the home crowd to get going, and you got Tyler Fay on the mound for Alabama. The Johnnies are coming in, feeling confident, so gonna be some fun baseball.
We've been having a lot of fun here in Troy, Alabama. The crowd has been great the last 2 days. Record attendance. Little Rock, though, like they say, all we need is a chip and a chair. And they still have 3 at-bats left. They're the home team on the scoreboard, but they're down 4 now, as Angel Cano leads it off. He'll be followed by Ty Rhodes and Cade Martin. 6, 7, and 8 for the Little Rock Trojans. Popped up. Tommy Egan continues to roll right through hitters. I mean, he got a double play helper in the 6th inning, but faced the minimum in the 6th. He had a 7-pitch 5th inning. He has gotten stronger, it seems, as this game has gone on, and now he has an out in the 7th.
Yeah, he really has. He was sitting at like 69 pitches through 5, which are a little bit higher than the pace. Now he's in the 7th with 1 out at 78. He's just literally, the double play was huge, a 1 out right there. I mean, all of a sudden he's going to keep cruising, and pitched into the 7th inning 4 times this year, so this is his 5th time doing that. But looks really comfortable right now.
Ty Rhodes will spray this one foul. Rhodes with an RBI fielder's choice today and has produced the only run for Little Rock. He's been at Little Rock his entire career, among the leaders in several program categories. Senior from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Told this story yesterday. Chris Curry played Legion baseball with Ty's dad, Todd, back in the day. So Ty committed as a 10th grader. That's how you build a program. Get him early.
Yeah, he's watched him growing up. Hey, man, you want to come over? How about come play for us, right? Recruiting easy into the family already.
Took something off. Great off-speed pitch for Tommy Egan. 2 down. Well, the Stanley Cup final continues tonight. Game 3, as the series is tied at 1. Hurricanes, Golden Knights, coming your way at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Watch it on ABC and stream it live on the ESPN app. This is Cade Martin now. The backup catcher getting his first plate appearance of the Super Regional. This is his first at bat in the NCAA tournament. He hasn't had a plate appearance since May the 10th. The starting catcher, Trey Hill, was pinch hit for by Geck back in the 4th inning. And so now Martin with this at bat. In on the hands, fouled off. Back-to-back really good starts for the Troy pitching staff. Yesterday, 6 standout innings from Benjamin Stubbs. Gave up 2 runs, 6 hits. They were scattered about. He didn't walk anybody.
Biggest thing.
That was the biggest thing.
Heard Coach Skyler May talk about it after. He goes, you know, obviously you score 12 runs. People are going to forget a lot about the pitching side of things. But when you don't walk guys, you're going to win baseball games.
And now Tommy Egan gets a ground ball. Another great play by Josh Pine. High throw. Nice catch by Cavill. And the inning is over. Egan again will look to his defense and say thank you very much. Troy gets off the field in the 7th.
Well, Josh Pine continues to do this on the defense side ball, just absolutely stealing runs from the Little Rock offense. Blake Cavill, big pickup, finishes off the play.
We expected this, a new attendance record, 7,033 here in Troy, Alabama. Riddle Pace Field. So that's 13,459 over the last 2 days. The population of this town is about 18,000. So that puts it in perspective.
Yeah, they said we got a third of the city here the first day. Thought they might be had a shot to get half the city. I mean, a lot of it's all out there in left field. How about that? They've never charged to go out in left field, and now they expected almost 4,000 to 5,000 people just out there.
Yeah, they made some money out there this weekend. No shame in that.
Yeah. You got bouncy houses. You got just
Great
chairs
atmosphere.
everywhere. People having fun.
Stephen Meyer leading it off for Troy. He got another run on the board in the 7th to make it 5-1. It's getting late for Little Rock, and Brody Bunting, who came on and threw one pitch to end the 7th. We'll start the 8th inning, trying to keep this a 4-run deficit for Little Rock. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Meyer goes down and strikes for the second time. One away.
Nice job by Bunting. Just continue to do what you got to do. I mean, again, got to put up a 0, allow your offense the ability to fight back. Any kind of offense for Troy, and it's just going to seem insurmountable for the Little Rock offense.
Here's Drew Nelson, 1 for 3 with an RBI double. In fact, drove in 2 in the first inning. The right-hander comes home, and that pitch misses. Troy just missed the NCAA tournament the last 2 years. This year, one of the last 4 in, and their schedule put them over the top this year. No doubt about it. The #1 non-conference strength of schedule. And you think about some of the teams they beat. They won in Athens, Georgia. Athens hosting a super regional this weekend.
1 win away from Omaha.
That's back in February. Then last month they beat Alabama right here in Troy.
In front of a then record crowd of like 3,700.
Yeah, that's been blown out of the water twice. But Skylar Meade learned a lesson the last couple of years. We've been so close. Their body of work just needed to be beefed up a little bit with the strength of schedule. Took it to heart, scheduled tough. They won some of those games, got in as an at-large.
But he absolutely listened to what the committee told him to do. You did it, and then now you prove, okay, like, hey, we did what you asked us to do. Now you have to put us in the tournament. Well, they do. And what do they? Troy continues to just win. 6 wins this year against regional and super regional hosts.
3-1 to the Troy native. And that's ball 4 to Drew Nelson. 9th NCAA tournament for Troy, their first since 2023. Trying to become the 3rd Sun Belt team to reach the College World Series. 6 wins against host teams, twice against Florida last week. Janicki, the Sun Belt Player of the Year. And they won 4 straight elimination games in Gainesville last weekend. You were there for it. I know you were impressed, and I think you're impressed again here in the Supers.
Absolutely. I mean, when they needed it most, right? They scored 5 in the first inning against Miami, gave up a big 5 spot late in the game. Miami took control. Backs against the wall. The next 4 games, they score 55 runs. So they're like, hey, we don't have much pitching because we know we're going to have to go through it. The pitching was just okay. The offense was absolutely phenomenal, and that's why they are here, playing in Troy, hosting this super regional. And then we saw the offense yesterday, 12 runs. The offense has been good today. It's consistent. But this right here, when you look at it, the pitching has carried for me this part of the super regional, and that's why they're here. And what are we looking at? 6 outs away?
6 defensive outs. So congratulations to the Mountaineers of West Virginia. They take care of Cal Poly today in easy fashion. They had a 7-run second, never looked back in that blowout win. 17-1 the final. So the Mountaineers of West Virginia under second-year head coach Steve Sabins going to Omaha for the first time. That super matches up with this one. So the winner here will play the Mountaineers in the College World Series.
Yeah, a lot of congratulations. Coach Sabins is building a very nice program over there. West Virginia had them last year in their regional when they won the Clemson Regional, so that's a nice job. Got to give a lot of credit to North Carolina. Jason DeCaro throws a complete game two-hitter. Keeps North Carolina's season alive.
The Tar Heels forcing a third game in that super.
You just looked at me like you had something to say.
Well, I was going to say, how much credit do you think Pat McAfee is going to take for that super regional win in Morgantown? We're going to hear about that this week, I think.
I'm assuming that Coach Sabins will not care if he takes all the credit as long as they're continuing to get to play, and they will be in Omaha, so they'll be excited no matter what.
0-2 to Darnell, another one wrapped foul. Good at bat here for Sean Darnell, trying to find his first hit of the Super Regional. Was 0 for 2 yesterday, 0 for 3 today. Troy can get another run on the board. You take a grand slam out of play for Little Rock. Make it a 5-run lead. 1 on, 1 out. The 0-2 to Darnell. Lifted short left field. Blake Simpson will trot in. He's got it measured, makes the catch for the second out. Nelson goes back to first, so 2 away. And here comes Boroff for the first time in this game with somebody on base.
Well, they pitched around him multiple times today. He's got 2 walks and a K. Last 2 at-bats have been walks. We were wondering, how often would a team continue to pitch to the guy after every single thing he swung at, he seemed to hit out of the yard.
Got out to a slow start this year, has been absolutely in fuego in the NCAA tournament. 6 home runs. And the thing is, when we talked to Coach Skylar Meade about him, when he started to take more walks later in the year, that's when his bat started to pick up.
Yeah, started to see more pitches and not be as aggressive, let the game come to him. And you're right, that's why they give a lot of the credit to the success he's had lately.
Just a mortar shot that's going to land on the top of the dugout. Finally comes down. There's Skylar Meade. Man, his name is going to be bandied about.
Oh.
There are a lot of coaching openings. He's so happy here in Troy, Alabama, however. Former South Carolina and Michigan State pitching coach. Said it before, he's pitched as a player in the College World Series with Louisville back in 2007. He was on Dan McDonald's first College World Series team with the Cardinals. And now trying to lead Troy as a head coach to Omaha. It'd be a first in program history. Two outs, Nelson at first. Boroff tried to check his swing. He went. And so now 1-2 to Jade Boroff, the big designated hitter. Two-run homer yesterday and a grand slam. Have you gotten yourself a Jay Ruth t-shirt yet?
I can tell you they're probably at the printers right now, 6 outs away from Omaha. The great Jambino.
Well, he goes down looking here. And that ends the top of the 8th inning. Little Rock still has 6 outs to work with, but they're down 4. rewarding performance. What an outing for Tommy Egan from the Windy City. Comes from the Missouri Valley. Opening day starter for Troy this year, and now the biggest game of the season, a game that could send them to Omaha. He has been nails.
Yeah, he sure has. You're talking about 1 out away from tying his career high in innings pitched. He doesn't look like he's slowing down. And again, this is a spot every pitcher dreams of, being able to pitch your team to Omaha. When you go to college, this is what you think of. These are the moments.
Facing the bottom of the Little Rock order, Cooper Chaplin, the senior second baseman, and then Jordy Lopez and Cade Smith here in the inning. Chaplin 0 for 2, lined out to second his last time up. And now it's 1-2 to Cooper. One of the 5 seniors in their starting lineup for Little Rock. So this lineup is going to look very different next year. Swung out and missed, got him. And these fans starting to count outs. 1 away here in the 8th.
Want to punch out number 8 right here. He's got the slider working. That's been his swing and miss pitch all game. The slider, the back foot to the lefties, perfectly placed. He's got his career high now, tied that career high in innings pitched. What a day so far, Tommy Egan.
The transfer from UIC in Chicago. Now facing Jordy Lopez, who got a base hit to start the game for Little Rock in the first inning. But Egan has handled Lopez since. A strikeout and a ground out. 4th time around for this Little Rock offense, which has just 4 hits today. The 1-1 pitch. Stays away. This is hit well to left field by Lopez. Going back is Nelson. At the wall. Goodbye, home run. Jordy Lopez goes yard as Little Rock gets its first run since the 4th inning to make it 5-2. Little Rock's first home run of the Super Regional.
Watch Jordy Lopez right here. Just get the head of the bat out, right? Ball in the outside part of the plate. Goes out and hooks it. Trying to provide a little spark for the Trojan offense right here. Didn't know if he quite got it, but ended up getting enough. Got a 5-2 ball game.
And now time is called. Here comes Skylar Meade. What a game it has been for Tommy Egan. And this crowd is going to come to its feet. Yep, there's the call to the bullpen from Skylar Meade. Tommy Egan is going to get a rousing round of applause. He's kind of traveled about the college baseball landscape, Houston, UIC. He has found a home here in Troy, Alabama. And this place very appreciative of this effort, maybe an historic effort.
That's what I'm saying. The crowd understands. You could tell every pitch, every out that they got closer. They can feel what a win here will do. And obviously 7 1/3 innings from Tommy Egan has put them in position to not only win this ball game, but possibly make their first trip to Omaha.
And now Noah Thigpen comes in. The big right-hander out of Lake Park, Georgia. Began the year in the starting rotation, has moved to the bullpen where he's allowed only 4 runs in 13 innings. This is the kind of guy that can shut an offense down in a hurry. He's been doing that lately.
Yeah, you look at those numbers, you're going to go, okay, whoa, why is this guy in this situation, though? But the moment he went to the bullpen, Skylar Meade said something just changed, and he said it wasn't just the bullpen. It was, hey, we had to put him in the high-leverage situation. So a lot of credit to a coach that would put guys with those kind of numbers into a situation of high leverage and has watched him succeed and become a dominant reliever for him.
Tommy Egan getting a little curtain call.
They know what they're doing here at Troy.
Sure
the fans, do. I mean, we talk about the roll call. They've given curtain calls the last 2 days, one to Jay Boroff, one right there to Tommy Egan.
Well, the UFL playoffs are here as the DC Defenders take on the Orlando Storm. That'll be tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Watch it on ABC. Stream the game live on the ESPN app. He's Lance Cormier. I'm Clay Matvick here in Troy, Alabama. What's going through the mind of Skylar Meade right now after making that pitching change?
Just obviously an out, right? You have 2 outs. Want to be able to get out of this inning. 2 outs to get, yep. So you want to be able to get out of this inning, just get yourself back in the dugout. But boy, you know the heart's starting to race a little bit.
Cade Smith quickly behind in the count. Smith is 0 for 3. After a 3 for 4 day yesterday, he had 3 of Little Rock's 7 hits in game 1. Little Rock has been held to 5 hits today, but this is down the line past Blake Cavell into right field. As Smith delivers a 1-out hit. So Little Rock coming alive here with 5 outs to work with. Well, that's what you want to do as an offense when a reliever comes in out of the pen. Greet him quickly and rudely.
Well, especially you get the fastball, you jump all over it. He shoots that ball inside the first base bag. A little bit late, but hey, sometimes the velocity, a little bit late behind it, hits it good. Keeps it going, though.
And this is Nolan Friend, who had a ringing single his last time up. The big third baseman. Also walked and scored a run.
Little different approach right here. I mean, Tommy Egan was sitting 88 to 90. Noah Thigpen's coming here just blowing smoke. Gets up to 96 with the fastball. We've seen some 94s already, so a little different.
The 0-1 slider. This is downstairs. You can see the catcher, Janicki, kind of waiting, looking over his shoulder like, that's not a strike, really. Little Rock trying to mount a comeback. Chop foul. All 11 Regional 4 seeds who have reached a Super Regional round since 1999 lost Game 1. That includes Little Rock. But 4 have advanced to the College World Series. That includes Murray State last year. Little Rock trying to join him, but this might not help. Double play ball. Third double play as Noah Thigpen comes out of the bullpen and throws a bucket of water on the fire.
Yeah, absolutely. The tug-of-war momentum continues to go back and forth, and the Troy Trojans keep pulling it back to their dugout. Noah Thigpen, the double play ends it.
The NCAA Baseball Super Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Riddle Pace Field is brimming with excitement as Troy leads it 5-2 here in the ninth. 3 defensive outs away from a first trip in program history to Omaha. Looking for some insurance here in the ninth. Houston Markham leading it off against Brody Bunting. Troy baseball started in the early 1900s. Very successful Division II program for many years. Won national titles in '86 and 1987 under Chase Riddle. Fly ball to left. Blake Simpson coming over. He'll make the catch. And Houston Markham is the first out of the top of the ninth. This field is partly named after Chase Riddle. And they have never seen a bigger event at this ballpark than this Super Regional. The first for this program, and maybe today is the day they get to Omaha for the first time.
Oh, I can tell you right now, the crowd senses it. You know, you mentioned insurance runs. I don't think they want anything insurance. They want to get the defense back out there to finish off the last 3 outs. I mean, they're all sitting up. They're all on edge. They're all kind of getting their spots. The phones are starting to pop out.
Aaron Piasecki at the plate. Remember last year, Coastal Carolina out of the Sun Belt Conference made waves again. Coastal Carolina's been a national brand for over a decade. Have a national championship under their belt. That came 10 years ago. But now Troy out of the Sun Belt trying to crash the party in Omaha. And remember, they lost the first game to Miami in the regional last week. Won 4 straight elimination games. Beat the Gators twice, the number 8 national seed.
Didn't just beat the Gators.
Yeah, 26-13 outscored them in 2 games.
You're talking Florida Gator pitching staff, the vaunted pitching staff. They went right through Liam Peterson. They faced them all. They faced all. I mean, and so you can't say anything. They went through Florida's best arms. I thought they outcompeted against Florida. They wanted it more, and they got it, and obviously that's why they're hosting.
That's a walk to Piasecki. So Brody Bunting gives up his first base runner. Here in the ninth. And that'll bring up Josh Pine again. Pine had an RBI single in the 7th. That made it 5-1 at the time. See the numbers on Pine. Hit his 10th home run of the year yesterday. You can't write a team off too early, and I think that's the lesson you need to learn here from this Troy program, a team that was well under 500 a few weeks ago, and they've been hot, won 15 of their last 20, and could be a 30-loss team at the College World Series. This one is down and into the corner. Piasecki around 30 is going to hold there. 1-out double for Josh Pine. Second and third for Troy with 1 out.
Well, the fans might not want the insurance runs, but boy, these Trojan hitters, they definitely do. Josh Pine, little inside out double down the right field line. Thought Skylar Meade would push the pace right there, but with Blake Cavell up here, wants to give his big RBI guy an opportunity to drive in some runs. Maybe this gets him going, but boy, Troy's offense, take away about the 4th, 5th, and 6th, has just been so consistent, always putting pressure on the Little Rock pitching staff.
Third hit for Pine this weekend as Cavell comes up. Drew a walk, his 50th of the year in the 7th inning, otherwise 0 for 3.
But I think the best thing, Clay, you might have said this whole weekend was about how the process of Troy's baseball season, right? I mean, because no one would have thought mid-season that this is an Omaha team. But, like, you have to, these coaches preach, look, just stay with the process of what we're doing. Stay there. Continue to do the things. Keep working. Don't let the outside noise, because in this day and age with social media, outside noise can steal everybody's joy. And so if you just keep the blinders on inside your program, keep working, that's what the Trojans did. They continue to do that. And when you look up, you get hot at the right time, like you just mentioned, 15 out of 20. Who knows? You look up and, man, can be 3 outs away from Omaha.
Quite the turnaround for Troy as Evan Lee, the Little Rock pitching coach, comes out for a pep talk with Bunting. Remember, Nick Bronzini was the starter, went only 1 inning after giving up a couple of runs. Tag Andrews, their closer, came in early. He was only out there for an inning and a third. He gave up a couple of runs. Isaac Evan settled it down as he was on the field for 4 1/3 innings and only allowed 1 run. And now Bunting trying to hold it to a 3-run deficit. Big cut there by Cavill. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Little Rock. They are combined 2 for 7 in this game. Smashed up the middle base hit. Piasecki scores. Here comes Pine. He will score. 7-2 Troy. Big base hit by Blake Cavill. From down under, Blake Cavill delivers 2 here in the 9th.
Well, Skylar Meade holds up the runners, keeps them at 2nd and 3rd, and Blake Cavill delivers like the RBI guy he is. That puts him over 50 on the year. And you're right, this guy has fun playing baseball, fires up the crowd as much as anybody can. Got his first base coach, Adam Godwin, ready to go.
First hit of the Super Regional for Cavill. And, you know, if they do make it to Omaha, 3 outs away, it's good to get that base hit so you can have some momentum going into the College World Series. Another one scorched to right. Good catch by Ty Rhodes. Tracks it down, moving to his left. And a blistering shot to right field by Jimmy Janicki. He's the 2nd out. Doubles alley, the tailgate area beyond the left field wall. Been here since 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. His fan base all week just waiting for these games in the Super Regional, and they have not been disappointed by the display at the plate, on the mound, in the field by the Troy Trojans.
That's the best part about it, right? You build up all this excitement, right? They were promised, hey, look, we can't show you what it's going to look like until Friday because it's going to take us a bit to build it. But they've shown up, and not only have they shown up, they've also seen a win, another opportunity. So that's a lot of times can happen with programs is you have all this build up and then the team doesn't necessarily play to the expectations and everybody's a little upset and a little down and they leave. Like right now, this event we saw yesterday and now another record crowd, these guys are 3 outs away from going to Omaha and they sense it.
Slicing away from the outfielder. It's going to get down for a hit for Meyer. To third goes Cavill. Troy is not done putting on a fireworks show here for this 7,000 record crowd. You've had 32 extra base hits, a .359 batting average, and 74 runs scored in this national tournament for Troy. And Chris Curry, his hand is forced here in the 9th. He's going to make another pitching change. We saw Gage Haley yesterday, and he's going to make another appearance here with 2 outs in the 9th. As Brody Bunting will head to the dugout. And it's his senior year, so these Little Rock Trojans, many of them seniors, know that the end could be nigh, and what a run it's been over the last couple of years for so many of these players.
Absolutely, and I like that move by Coach Curry. You obviously don't want to let a guy just sit out there and wear it, so especially a senior and what could be possibly his last outing, go out there, send another guy out to the mound.
We saw Gage Haley in game 1 of the Super Regional, the Mississippi State transfer, South Haven, Mississippi, making his 28th appearance.
Yeah, a lot of velocity right here. Fastball is going to be running up to about 94, 95 miles an hour. So you look at, to me, the numbers are there, right? You see the 25 walks, that's where he's getting him. Love the way he competes, goes out there though, brings some good stuff out to the mound. Slider, curveball, change up to go with his fastballs.
Well, West Virginia has won its Super Regional in Morgantown, heading to the College World Series for the first time. They await the winner of this Super Regional. And right now, Troy looks to be just 3 outs away. North Carolina evening that series with USC at a game apiece. That's a dandy. We kind of knew that was going 3 games. And Auburn and Ole Miss underway right now. That game currently on ESPN. Ole Miss taking game 1 last night. And the other 4 sites in the Super Regionals starting today. Georgia, Mississippi State. What a ball game that was. Georgia won. Oklahoma at Kansas. Old Big 8 rivals. Oregon at Texas. St. John's at Alabama. Those Supers beginning today. Great field this year in the Super Regional round. Ground ball. Should end the inning as Nelson is retired. And Gage Haley on 1 pitch gets Little Rock back to the dugout. Simpson, Bomba, Cano. Last chance for Little Rock in the 9th. At this ballpark at Troy, Alabama has been palpable. And for this fan base, it started last week when Troy won 4 elimination games in Gainesville. Now they are just 3 outs away from Omaha. Lucked out, really, as Little Rock was the underdog at Hattiesburg. Won that regional so they could host. Blake Simpson skies to center for the first out. Hosting a Super Regional as a 3 seed, a chance to do something historic for your fan base in front of the home crowd. Amazing for these people and this program.
And the home crowd has shown up, shown out, and they've been in every single game. They've continued to provide a lot of support for the Trojans.
Thigpen buries a strike. Noah Thigpen coming out of the bullpen last inning. Ahead to Nico Bamba. Ground ball, base hit to right field. Little Rock needs base runners, down 5. I'll bring up Angel Cano. There's Skylar Meade, 41 years old. Head coach for the first time and has done an amazing job with this program over the last 5 years. 2 national tournaments, close a couple other times. Ground ball, could do it. To second for 1, to first, double play. Look out, Omaha, here comes Troy. The game ends on a double play, their 4th turned today. And for the first time, the Trojans of Troy are going to Omaha and the Men's College World Series. They win their Super Regional in front of an adoring fan base, 7-2 the final today. Blake Cavill trying to scale that wall. This is what it's all about, Lance Cormier. These mid-majors getting to this point. What a great story. We knew one of them was going to Omaha for the first time, and Troy, in resounding fashion, the better team the last 2 days.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, this is what it's all about. I mean, the city shows up, 7,000 plus. We had 13,000 plus in the 2 games. Troy played great. All 3 phases of the ball game. The defense was there. The offense was there, but the pitching absolutely dominated, only giving up 4 runs in the 2 ball games. What a great showing by Troy Trojans, and congratulations, Skylar Meade and this Troy baseball program going to Omaha.
Crowd chanting Omaha. That's where they're headed. The College World Series starts on Friday, and Troy will be there. They will take on the West Virginia Mountaineers, a great story in their own right, going to the College World Series for the first time. So a lot of great storylines already brewing for this version of the College World Series. We've been talking about the offense for Troy more often than not the last couple of weekends, but the starting pitching today by Tommy Egan, who goes 7 1/3. He was really the backbone of this Game 2 victory.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, his career-long outing in 7 1/3 innings, he was every bit he needed to be. He got the big pitch when he needed it, and just like they did, right? You mentioned 4 double plays. When they got guys on, they made the pitch, they got the double play, and got out of a big inning. And this is just fun to watch a team like this celebrate. Jay Boroff, what an NCAA tournament. Skylar Meade is on the fence in the look at that. He sprinted all the way. He had an interview at home plate and sprinted all the way out to left field to give credit to the crowd. This is just a great experience, great atmosphere for these guys.
They were facing elimination after the first game of the regional last week, and then just went on a heater. Jay Boroff kind of leading the way offensively. They beat Ryder. They beat Miami when they faced the Hurricanes for the second time and then took out Florida, won 2 in a row from the Gators, outscored Florida 26-13 in 2 games. And then in the Super Regional, one that they get to host as a 3 seed, only the 8th 3 seed to ever host a Super Regional. They slam Little Rock 12-2 yesterday. Boroff goes off again, and today, more about the starting pitching, a 7-2 win as they celebrate a College World Series berth. Skylar Meade, you got your ears on?
I got them on loud
Coach,
and clear.
Congratulations. I know it's a lot to take in right now, but what does this mean to you, and what does this mean to the Troy program?
Well, are we on here for an hour? There's not enough. How about them Trojans? Unbelievable. Just everybody. Oh, they gave us hats. Well, that's good. All right. Man, it was just awesome. Just every single person is involved in this. University, the fans, the players, the support staff. I mean, this was a vision that happened, 4 years and about 10 and a half months ago. And I know people think I'm crazy for all the stuff I say, but guess what? We're going to Omaha. And it's going to be a fun time for the Trojans, I can tell you that.
Well, I thought it was hyperbole at first when they were saying this is the biggest event in the history of the city, but after watching this in person the last couple of days, I truly believe it.
Hyperbole not. When Mayor Reeves called me on Thursday night and said that to me, I felt like I'd been saying it because I really believed it. And then the fans just absolutely, they brought it. And guess what? They better be buying some plane tickets, loading those cars up with gas. And let's be honest, they're going to probably Jello shot their faces off.
There you go, yes. Rocco's, welcome to the board, Troy Trojans. But Skylar, you sprinted from home plate. How was the doubles alley leap? I mean, just out there, the crowd out there. Talk to me about that experience.
That was right in Mike Rooney's face. That's what that was. There was athleticism was questioned the other day. And I know Berkey had my back. I used to be his personal first base coach in college when he practiced with us. But that was in Rooney's face. I know the other guys wouldn't have me down like that. You know what I mean?
No.
It got a little dangerous. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm left-handed, so I ran in there, boom, 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 right foot jumped. And then like 50 people pushed the fence on me.
Almost gave way on you.
Thank God these little hands had death grip on that, or that could have been chaos.
There you go.
Oh, Lordy.
There you go.
Oh. I tell you what, I actually needed that because I think I went a little too hard. So, that'll re-regulate the body temperature. Watch survived. Your all's equipment survived.
Hey.
You know what, boys? I'll get to talk plenty in Omaha.
Go
get a player
experience it,
on
Coach.
here.
Go
you
have some
guys
fun.
do your thing. Oh, up on the big screen. That's the biggest screen in the Sun Belt right there. We love that. But I'm going to celebrate with the boys.
Go have some fun, Coach.
Hey.
Go do it, Coach.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
Go Trojans.
Next time we talk to him will be in Omaha, Nebraska. As the Trojans continue to celebrate on the field with their adoring fan base. How about that, giving a little shade to Rooney and Chris Burke?
Yeah, you can't call out a coach for his athleticism.
They doubted him. Never doubt him. There's Boroff. Again, I think pitching was the story of today, Lance Cormier. And Tommy Egan was nails, 7+ today.
Yeah, how about that? Career high, 7 1/3 innings. That ties it. 8 punch outs. Man, he just continued to make the biggest pitch when he needed it most. Anytime they had some traffic, guess what? Little sinker, double play, team picks him up. But yeah, to me, the story, Tommy Egan, and guess what? He pitches his team to Omaha. We got my man on the mic right now. Talk to me, Tommy. Tell me how that felt just to see, obviously, to being out there, but to see everything that's going on right now.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, coming to Troy, I came here because I wanted to win baseball games, and during the season it was rough for us, but it's crazy to believe this is possible now because I know Omaha was the goal, but I didn't think we'd be hosting a Super, that's for sure.
Hey, real quick, I'm going to get you out there with your boys, but just tell me about what you had today working and how you attack these hitters, and then get out there with your boys taking pictures.
Honestly, the past few weeks have been rough in terms of, just having stuff. But, right now we got the best offense in the country, it feels like. So just knowing I could just fill it up, and we're going to score more runs than them. That's honestly what went through my mind.
That's a great ball. That's a great game plan. Guess what, though? Tommy Egan, go get out there, get on the mound, go have some fun with your teammates.
Thank you, guys.
Tommy Egan, the winning pitcher for Troy. And there is the trophy being presented to the Trojans. That's going to look good in the trophy case here. Super Regional trophy. And again, you know, they had to overcome a lot to be hosting a Super Regional.
To be in a regional.
To be in a regional and then to be hosting a Super Regional, just so much that they overcame. And now they are going to Omaha for the first time. Coming up on ESPN2, Oklahoma and Kansas, game 1 of that Super Regional. We hope you enjoyed this one from Troy. What a game 2, 7-2 the final. Troy is headed to Omaha for the first time. For Lance Cormier, I'm Clay Matvick. So long, everybody.